This is Coach Clint with Clint Speaks, and we're back in the building. Hello, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Hello, everybody. We've made it down to another week. We are, we're grateful. Let me make sure that everybody can see me. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I want to make sure everybody can see me. Hopefully, I don't have to. Yeah, I still have to do that. That's crazy. Either way, we are public now. We're back in the building. We made it to another Wednesday night, and you all know how we do it every week. We are thankful. We're grateful. Um, on this platform, Twitch TV as well. Let me make sure I'm live on Instagram. There we go. There we go. And somebody may have to keep me on task with Instagram because I just leave them be, man. I don't mean any harm. Um, I'm on TikTok now, and each platform has its, you know. So if you hear me kind of stuttering around right now, is because how you doing, Toggle Cat? Thank you for joining in. Thank you for peeping in on Instagram. Trying to make sure that I get everybody and speak to everybody, but this is going to be one that you all seriously do not want to miss. I promise you, you do not want to miss this one. Just like the other guests we've had on, man, it's been like mind opening. It's been edifying, um, man. But this one has a story as well. So, hey, Holly, hey, Deara, that's my wife, Holly. How you doing? Holly has just hired herself on, and I appreciate it, man. We need the help. Holly's just like, man, look, I'll put your scriptures in, I'll put notes in. So I appreciate her. I appreciate my wife, man. My wife has been working just behind the scenes on TikTok, man. I'm going live on that after this. It's a different platform. I have to really, really, hear a little more, YouTube, you know, Twitch TV. Let's go Twitch. But either way, y'all, my guest is going to be showing up soon. Until then, what I want to do again, if y'all don't mind, go and follow me on TikTok. Um, Clint Speaks. It's the same thing. I'm everything on all social media. Clint Speaks, except for Instagram. It's Clint_speaks. Everything else is at Clint Speaks. And you'll find me. If you don't mind, go and follow me there. I would appreciate it. Things are a little different over there. Tonight is not about me though, but I do want to just let y'all know where you can find me. I would appreciate the support there. Holly, everybody, if you don't mind, hey, me. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all, my guest is going to be arriving, and seriously, she had already kind of prepped me. It's like, man, what time did you, it was earlier. It was like, man, 7:30. It was like 2 days ago. She was like, okay. So I'll probably be logging in right around that time because she's busy, man. Seriously, she had, um, um, I think it's model rehearsal or something like that. But her story, y'all, I've heard about it, but to hear it from her is going to be quite different from me. I mean, just to hear it from the person themselves is always going to be different. But anyway, Chad Rose, how you doing, man? That's my guy. Chad told me last week, he said, man, brothers for life, man. Hey, y'all all right with me. Mimi Michelle, I appreciate you. Um, that's almost 20 years at least of knowing her. So work together. Man, she's always been that, how can I say this? That sister slash auntie type vibe, just real cool, laid back, not gonna get in your business, not gonna talk about anybody. So listen, I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited, man. I mean, I'm like that every time I hook this mic up. I am excited. This is my passion. Um, Thank you, De'Ara. If y'all don't mind, take a look at the note my wife just put in there. If you don't mind, share the live. Get this out. I don't know if I can say that, but get it out. When you hear me say get it out, that means push it out if you don't mind. Push it to people. That helps me. We bring you all content. Just help us back. If you don't mind, just push it out. Thank you for thank you for saying that, De'Ara. We do want to welcome everybody that's tuned in, whether you're clicked in where I can see you or not. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Follow me. Please follow me. That's important. Seriously. It's just important that you do that because I can get certain messages out elsewhere. Had an important message this morning when I went live on TikTok, and I'm going to have another one. Um, so, yeah, tune in. How has everybody's week been? I'm going to look, I'm going to flip flop over here on Instagram. Tonga Cat, stay with us. Stay with us. She's going to be here in just a second. But how's everybody's week been? Let me remind you because I haven't been posting about it this week. I've been, man, busy, but life insurance, auto, renters, homeowners, annuities. Um, man, I have access to an annuity right now. $20,000 bonus, man. Like, man, if somebody, I'm just giving an example, somebody puts $100,000 into an annuity, you're starting out with 120 off the top. They're giving you that. So I have some awesome products, y'all, even pet insurance. So if you don't have access to me, inbox me on Facebook, um, Instagram. I'm here. Hey, Hollis, thank you for joining in. We're just waiting on our guest. I'm gonna wait on this one. This is gonna be a story. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. Can everybody hear me okay as well? I want to make sure y'all can hear me. Thank y'all for the love too. Thank you for the love, y'all. I'm just looking at the notes. I mean the comments here. I don't want to miss anybody, but man, I've literally been waiting for over a year for this night, man. And the ones that came before her, man, same thing. It may have taken a second, it may have taken a minute, but I finally got them on here, and I'm not done. We gonna have some guests on here, y'all. We gonna learn how to take care of these bodies. We gonna learn. We gonna learn about some credit. Some of us gonna learn how to stay out of trouble. Let me put it that way, because I have a guy that's gonna come, and he's gonna be very straight to the point about serving time. I mean, we got some things lined up, y'all. Um, we love you too, Hollis. Love you too. Um, while we're waiting on Sequoia, here in the state of Tennessee, and wherever, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. If anybody knows an ex car salesman, let me know. That doesn't mind coming on, let me know. Um, to put this out there, everybody's story may not make it on here. The thing is, when you come on podcasts, I'm on here from at least 7:30 Central Standard Time to 8:30 Central Standard Time. Um, if a person's story is 10 minutes long, that's not gonna work. Just to be honest with you, I'm not being negative, but if you have a story that needs to be shared, they can help people. Let us know. Contact me. So ex car salesman, I'm looking for that. You can be from anywhere. I just want to bring them on here to give some tips on that. Um, I've been speaking with a realtor. Haven't spoken with in a second, but I have been speaking with one, and I want her to come on. If I can't get her, I'm going to ask that everybody is not going to be able to do it, but I need to pick one real estate agent that can teach us about home buying. So we'll have credit, home buying, and auto sales, purchasing a car the right way to go about it. Things we need to look out for. Um, some things I don't want to Google. I want to hear from them from their side, but I want to hear from an ex car salesman because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. If they say, "Hey, man, look out for this, look out for that," we just need to know. So this platform is all about educating. Hey, Mark, what's up, cuz? Hey, Tara. Crystal Harris is the best realtor. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So if this one doesn't work out, Hollis, I'll most likely be getting with him. But yo, Sequoia.
I'm so sorry, y'all. This life of mine is just
You good? You good?
it's so bad. I'm never late.
No, you're good. Listen, listen. They love to hear me talk.
Oh,
Hey, Miss Linda. So listen, the lady of the hour has arrived. So for those of you that are on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV, we are live from Clint Speaks. So listen, with this lady here, I met Sequoia back in 2018, and we were in a play together. But before we do that, let me give her a proper introduction. So who, if you all don't know her, and that's gonna be weird to me if you don't, but because everybody knows Sequoia, but if you don't know her, seriously, all jokes aside, we have Sequoia Watson, the dancer, the owner of Popping in Pumps.
that's what it
She's
is.
also a model. She is an author, a brand ambassador. Now you see why Sequoia is like this all day long, but she's also a content creator. Y'all welcome our very own Sequoia Watson. Sequoia, welcome to Clint Speaks. How you doing, lady?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, mama. Look, my mama watching. Boy, I tell you. How you doing, Sequoia?
Booked and busy.
I'll tell you. I'll
But
tell you.
God is so good, but booked
Yeah.
and busy.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, listen, y'all. I met Sequoia back in 2018. So it was a play Nadia was putting on, and I wasn't going to be in the play, to be honest. I had thought about it. I was like, because I had some job stuff going on at work, Sequoia, y'all. So I decided the next week after she had did, everybody had everybody to come, and I decided a week later, like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and audition, and came in, and Sequoia and them in there, man, dancing, and man, when you talk about her, my wife have had these
I
classes,
was
man,
like, shout out to your wife for that.
man, but Sequoia, um, I met Sequoia then, man, and it was like we just jail. You know, how just two adults just like, what's up, Rhoda? What's up, Rhoda? It was that type jailing. And just down to earth, man. Just laughing. We had a ball at those play rehearsals. But Sequoia, I met you in 2018. How I don't want you to talk about what you got going on now just yet. We go hold on just for a second. How have you
Okay. I don't even know.
been?
I, I've been good. I've been really good. I've been doing a lot. I try my
Cool.
best to get my rest
Yeah,
as much as I can, like everybody tells me to, but I'm a little hard headed
gotcha.
because I'm just the type of person that I hate sitting down and I hate telling somebody no. If you
You know
know
what?
me,
Come to
you
think
know I
about it,
hate
in those play
telling no.
rehearsals, you rarely did sit down.
Seriously, like I got to have something to do. I got to always
Yeah,
be on the move. Like
yeah,
that's just me. I've always
gotcha,
been like that. I've been
gotcha.
like that in high school. Like you know how the kids get sick and mama tell
Yeah,
them stay at home. That wasn't me. If
me
I
neither.
came down with a cold, I tell my mom, "No, I'm still going to school." I don't. I didn't believe in makeup work, and if I
Yeah,
missed I didn't like none of that. I wanted to go to school, so
yeah.
I think that's where it came from. I've always been active.
Gotcha, gotcha. So Sequoia, were you actually born here in Memphis?
Yes, but I'm originally from Fort Lauderdale. For a lot of people who don't know,
What?
um, mostly raised in, like, I was back and forth. Mama family here, my dad's family's here as well, but they're in Covington, Tennessee. But when my dad was living in Fort Lauderdale, I'm a daddy's girl. Like,
Yeah.
I am rotten to the core when it comes to me and my dad, and I'm really spoiled with my mom too. So it's like the best of both worlds. But Fort Lauderdale, that's like my second home.
Gotcha, gotcha. So you had an awesome childhood, basically.
Yeah, I was rotten. I was spoiled. I'm the baby. For one, I have an older sister. We don't have the same dad, and I have two older brothers. One of my brothers, me and him, have the same dad. So yeah, I'm
Okay.
the baby. It was
Gotcha.
always, yeah. If Quail wants, Quail gets it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So let me ask you this. What actually got you into like dancing and modeling? What got you into that?
Woo, dancing started at the age of 5. Believe it or not.
Wow.
Um, I grew up doing majorette mostly. I have an aunt who, when we moved here and officially stayed here in Memphis, started a squad at Dave Wells Community Center. I went from Dave Wells to Sexton, from Sexton to Hollywood to
Wow.
Ed
That's all
Rice.
my hooping spots.
Oh, that's all I knew.
Wow.
Um, I got into, of course, liturgical dancing because I was fully into church. The apartments that we stayed in North Memphis,
Mhm.
on Crockett Street, which was literally down the street from Valentine Church and across the street from Boys and Girls Club. Our church was next
Oh,
door. We didn't
wow.
have to drive. We just walked next door.
Wow.
And I was praise dancing. So I been dancing for a very long time.
I
Everything else that I do when it comes to dancing and different genres of dance, I self-taught myself. Like, I didn't get no training. I didn't go take classes or nothing. I just taught myself. I was one
wow.
of them girls that I be in the house, in the bedroom, blasting music videos,
Mhm.
blasting the radio, and I just be dancing. I would hear my mama banging on the wall saying, "Girl, turn one of them off." And I'm like,
Wow.
"No, that was me.
What about?
I ain't turning nothing out. Like, I'm scared I'm gonna miss a video. I'm scared one of my songs gonna come on the radio. Like, that was
Yeah.
me."
Wow, wow. I'm gonna speak to some people. Hey, Mama. Hey, Miss Linda. Hey, Jasmine, Michelle, and they speaking to you too, Sequoia.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. So, Sequoia, you actually started dancing at the age of 5.
5.
Wow. Now, what about acting? If y'all listening to what I'm asking her, this woman is so multi-talented. So, what about acting, man? What do you like?
So the modeling came at the age of 14.
Okay.
Um, I can't even honestly tell you how I actually got into enjoying walking on the
Hmm.
runway. Um, I just remember that people used to always say, like, you got this sass walk that you got,
Hmm.
and you need to put it on the runway. And I used to be like, what walk are y'all talking about? Like, I don't have a walk. I walk normal. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So I did get trained by a guy, a
Okay.
male, and I remember like it was yesterday. Ooh, shout out to Johnny Hardaway, baby, because let me tell you, he had a training class for myself and a bunch of other ladies and teenagers at the time. And I remember he had us in a building and we all put on heels.
Hmm.
And we thought we was walking inside the building on the floor, on the hardwood floor. He said, "No, we're going outside." I said, "On
Wow.
concrete?" He's like, "Yeah." We walked on concrete for about 3 hours straight, just walking in a
Wow.
circle, just walking nonstop. And he would have this sway and this walk about himself, and you would just have to keep up. Like,
Yeah.
we were walking. And when I tell you, my feet was not no feet no more when I got through with them. I had never experienced walking on no concrete ever in my life in no heels. So when I
Wow.
tell you, that's where that walk came from. So when you see me walking, if I don't care if I'm at the school walking down the hallway, I don't care if I'm at the grocery store shopping, walking down the hallway, I don't care if I run a Family Dollar, I don't care if I'm outside taking my dogs outside, I'm walking.
Walking. Wow.
So that's how that became a real big passion for me.
Wow.
But My god brother Roland would tell you, I hated doing photo shoots. That's never was my thing. You could put me on the runway all day long. I'll walk the floor off the pavement up. But a photo shoot, you couldn't pay me. But they would
Well,
always tell me when I did photo shoots, you got the look, you got the face, you giving. I'm like, what are y'all seeing that I ain't seeing? Because I'm not feeling it.
yeah.
I grew to love it though. So me growing to love it and enjoying it, it just so happened they hadn't started getting me booked, walking for boutiques and fashion shows, and now I'm a brand ambassador for a boutique, and it's just
Wow. So
like
what had you not liking the photo shoots? If you do you remember?
I don't even really know. I just didn't like being in front of the camera. Believe it or
Me
not,
neither. Me neither.
I don't mind being in front of the camera now. Like people like they're shocked to hear me say, "You didn't enjoy no camera." No, I hated it. You
Wow.
couldn't pay me to get on no camera to do no photo shoot. I used to just be
Wow.
like, they
You
smile.
know
I'm like,
what?
okay. And in my mind, I'm going, can y'all hurry up? Like, I just don't want to do this.
Yeah. You know
But
what's crazy though, Sequoia?
I grew to, I don't know. It
Yeah.
the energy from me just it gave. I don't know. So
You know what? The crazy thing is, just within the last year or two, maybe no longer than 2 years, I didn't like to hear my voice.
really,
I didn't like to hear my voice at all. My wife would be going back listening to my messages while I used to ask her, could she go in the other room and turn it down? And I just got to
oh
the point where it was like I started accepting it out of the blue. And it was like, man, now I got myself on voice recorder with affirmations, saying confession. Oh, man, listen, I can do this all day. So listen, I got to go over these comments because they comment. I knew it was
I
coming.
get you.
So look, I don't know what I did, but either way. So you one last question before we just really get into it. So you actually got into acting as well. So how did that start?
Good question. So when I first was asked to do Nadia's first play
Mm-hmm.
that we did, um I can't remember if she found me and reached out to me or she reached out to others or made a post and people tagged me. I can't remember per se. Um I just thought that I was just gonna come in as far and dance.
Yeah.
That was my motive. I have never, and hear me good, I have never thought to get into acting, to learning no scripts or anything. That's never
Wow.
been a thought in my mind. No shade to anyone that does it. I commend a lot of people who gets in these stage plays and these films and everything. I just it wasn't me. If
Yeah.
it had nothing to do with modeling or dancing, I was just like, no. So, I mean, but seeing, I guess people were seeing my energy, seeing my face, hearing me talk.
Mhm.
And it's funny that you said something like you didn't like to hear yourself talk.
Man.
That's me. For me to
Wow.
be a female, I have this loud, raspy voice. But a lot of people tell me that they like the way I talk. But when I hear myself on a stage and I'm talking and I'm reading scripts and lines, and I'm like, I wish I could change my voice up. Like, you know
Man,
what I
why?
mean? Like, I want to sound like,
Yeah, yeah.
like, y'all want me to talk like a person from New Orleans. I wish I could do that. You know what I'm saying? But this is me. Like, this is
Yeah.
shit. So
Yeah.
I'm not a person that I know how to change up my voice or whatever. I could try, but this is what you
Man,
get.
that's what you get.
So I'm gonna be honest. I guess as time prevailed and kept and went on, when people started doing different stage plays and things of this
Mhm.
sort, people just started recommending me. If it was,
Wow.
we went from dancing to I'll be at the rehearsals or something, and the director or whoever directing it, they'll be like, "I got a part for you that I want you to try." And I'm like, "What?
Man.
Are you serious?" Like,
Man.
no. So I guess that's just how it went. Like the
Yeah.
plays that I just recently did, Traumatized. Shout out to Miss Marcia West.
Oh,
I
wow.
did Traumatized, and I did the Christmas play that she did. Now, Traumatized, I was just a dancer, strictly.
Mhm.
But it was a phenomenal, phenomenal play. We also have
Wow.
DVDs, so y'all make sure y'all get y'all one of them.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the Christmas wish play, I actually had lines.
Wow.
I was in charge of like creating a cute, fun choreography dance in the
Yeah.
opening and somewhere kind of like in the middle of the play. But I actually had lines. I
Wow.
like I had lines. I studied, and I don't know. So please don't ask me how I did it. But I don't know, child. I did
Yeah.
it, and I actually closed out the play at the end as well. So I don't know.
Cool.
But thank you,
Cool.
Miss Marcia, because you have created a good little platform for me, baby. Because
Yeah.
now I'm getting booked somewhere everywhere.
Yeah. I
I'm
see. I
doing
see.
series and about to get into movies. Look at God.
Wow. I'm telling you, and you, man, you've been talented like that. Because, man, to watch y'all on stage, it was like, man, I'm telling y'all, Memphis, people better watch out for Memphis. Because you got people like
Oh,
you
we got
and
some talent.
better watch out. So listen, Sequoia, I haven't literally seen you since 2018.
Yeah.
Because then the next year, me and De'Ara, we married. So
Yeah,
we
my
we
folks.
we doing family stuff. So so I haven't really
Glad
ever seen everybody. So since then, me seeing you at the time, I believe you were single at the time. We had to play. Since that time, what happened, Sequoia?
we getting there now. Talk to me now.
What
Get in
happened?
my
Because
personal business.
you end up meeting a young man. So, and I know we're gonna keep everything, you know,
No,
but
we ain't gotta keep it there. I
we
can
ain't
be
gotta do it.
honest.
Okay. So so during this time that I saw you, like I said, man, y'all having fun, you single, and you ended up meeting this gentleman. Can you take me to how you met him and take me from there?
Um, so I started dating this guy in 2019.
Okay.
Um, he followed me on social media,
Okay.
mostly Instagram, and would come with like heart comment on everything I posted.
Wow.
I do mean everything.
Wow.
And I just couldn't for the like I'm one of those people like you can heart like everything, but if you ain't shooting a shot and trying to slam dunk,
Yeah.
for the 3-pointer, you're not talking about nothing. So I was just one of them persons that I look at it, leave it on read.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't care. My
Yeah.
focus was never about really dating anyone like this, like at all, because I was just focused on modeling, dancing, and whatever else that I was, could come up with or whatever. But I actually got in his inbox one day, and I was like, you be liking a lot of my stuff and
Yeah.
hearting and stuff like that. What's up? I'm a
Yeah.
straightforward kind of girl. People tell you like I don't beat around the bush. I don't sugarcoat.
Right.
What's up?
Right.
Talk
Right.
to me. And he expressed his thoughts and everything. He likes what he saw. He
Hmm.
enjoyed watching, my journey with dancing and modeling and things of that sort, and he wanted to get to know me. Now, granted, I'll be honest with you, this was not the typical guy that I would date. I'm not saying I have a stereotype, but and I'm not also saying that he's not attractive, but
Okay.
he just wasn't someone that I would usually go out and date with. But
Okay.
hey, I took a chance.
Yeah.
What started like a fairy tale, I will be
Wow.
honest with you. And when I say a fairy tale, I do mean a fairy tale. I mean, it was nothing that I did not want or didn't ask for when it came to him. We didn't
Wow.
live together, but he worked mornings, like, and I'm a teacher. And he'll know what time I wake up in the morning. I get a knock at the door. It's like 5, 6 in the morning. I get a knock at the door. I got flowers, favorite wine,
Wow.
my favorite candy. He take my dogs out. Oh, I got the dogs. You go get ready for work. Okay,
Wow.
every morning. And when I say every morning, every morning. So
Man.
that for me alone was like, okay, like people know me. My dogs are my kids.
Hmm.
So if you rock with me, you got to rock with Keen and Debo.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I am
Yeah.
just being honest.
Yeah.
So It was just on some, okay, so he's taking care of the dogs. I know if he's taking care of the dogs, he's gonna take care of me. You know,
Flowers in the morning. What?
5, 6 in the morning, baby, he's taking my kids out, making sure that they poop
Wow.
and they pee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had a schedule. I'm at work 8 hours, and then not only that, I'm coaching. So I'm not getting home until maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Let alone when I get home, I'm either leaving, going to another rehearsal. You see what I'm saying? My schedule was
Gotcha.
always crazy.
Yeah.
So just moving forward, it was just, it was everything, to be honest, everything. Um the traumatic situation came in 2020. We were dating for a year.
Okay.
Um before during we had just started virtual teaching, and at that time I was teaching special education.
Okay.
So I'm all over the place. I'm trying to figure out how we going to assist and help special needs children to to know how to maneuver and work a laptop when we're not physically in front of them.
Yeah.
So that's going through my brain. I ended up getting COVID at a point of time when we were together. So
Wow.
it was a lot. And when I tell you it was a lot, it was a lot. So fast forward a little bit, like I said, in 2020, he ended up getting sick. So me being the typical woman, being the girlfriend, the woman in your life, whatever it is that, what we were, whatever, that I was,
Yeah.
I was going to I remember going to the CVS. I remember going to Walgreens. I remember going to Walmart. I was buying absolutely everything that I could think of on the medicine aisle. I just
Wow.
could not understand for the life of me what was going on. Now, in my mind, I thought that it could have been, okay, he got COVID now,
Yeah.
So, I mean, we both been in his house. He wasn't necessarily living with me, but he was always there.
Yeah.
He had clothes over there and, drawers,
Yeah.
whatever. So that's just what we were doing. And I was just like, for the life of me, what's going on? His sick look like it's worse than what I went through.
Mm-hmm.
So, remind you, I'm letting days and weeks pass, and I'm noticing that my patience is running out. I'm overwhelmed with trying to do virtual. I'm overwhelmed with every time I get up, I'm going in there trying to make sure that he's okay, because it got so bad to the point where he would be in just one spot for hours and wouldn't move. I was
Wow.
getting so scared to the point that I would get up and I would go in there just to make sure the man was alive.
Wow.
It was that bad. And nobody knew. No one. Not my mama, daddy, sister, brothers, cousins, nobody. I'm dealing with this all by myself. I shut everybody out from this because I did not know what was going on. I was just trying to do what a good Samaritan would do, regardless if I was his woman or not. I was just doing what I could.
Yeah.
I remember asking one day with tears in my eyes, and I kept saying, let me take you to the doctor. Let me take you to the hospital. Something wrong. And everything that we're in here doing that I'm giving you, it's not working. I never put any signs together. And I would just keep asking, and I would always get, I'm good. I don't need you to take me. I already set an appointment. I'm gonna go to my doctor. It was just a lot of runaround. Not only that, I remember asking him one day, can my mama take you?
Wow.
No, I don't want your mama to take me to the doctor. I get it. I'm okay. I'm like, why you won't let me help? Why won't you let me assist? What is the problem? And I wanted to think in my heart that something was really, really wrong, but my mind wouldn't let me believe that it was something so traumatic. I kept saying to myself, like, okay, he gonna be okay. He gonna be okay. Because honestly, I was in love. I loved him. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
And I just remember looking at him, and I just kept saying, I asked him one day, you would never lie to me, would you? Like, I've been through the worst. I've been through a lot. I've been through domestic violence. I've been through, a guy having a baby on me. I've been through a lot. I can't take no more heartbreaks. I can't take no more pain and no more suffering. Like, do not lie to me. Is everything really okay? And he looked at me in my face without a blink, and he said,
Wow.
everything is okay. I never hurt you. I never lie to you. Okay. I woke up one day and I said, I cannot take this. I was losing my mind. I woke up crying hysterically. I couldn't stop. And
About how long was this now? Like how long was this? Were you was
so
this
by
going
this time, almost 2 weeks had them passed. Almost 2 weeks had them passed. And that's how long I had been in that home with him, living this whole lie that I never knew about. And I kept saying, it's getting worse. He couldn't walk. He could not make it to the bathroom. He could not stand up on his own. He had gotten so small, his clothes were hanging off him.
Oh
It was
man.
bad. I got up and I said, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I went outside. Now, as bad as sick as he was, he never knew when I was moving and when I was going or coming. So I stepped outside. I called a cousin of his and I asked her, did she have a number to his dad, to his mom? Because I never had their number. I just had the mom's social media. So I called the mom. I explained to her everything from beginning to end. I don't know what's going on. I can't do this. I've been doing this for about 2 weeks now. Somebody got to come get him. He won't let me help him. I'm lost. I can't do it. From all I knew, she knew that he was sick, but she never knew how severely sick he was.
Now this
He
is his
thought he was
mother.
sick, like a common cold. And I'm like, really?
This is his mother.
This is his mother. So at this point, I'm like, you really don't know what's going on. Oh, come get him. Somebody got to come get him. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
She said, well, I'm going to call his dad. I'm going to give his dad your information for him. You mind if he call you? Yeah, somebody call me. Fast forward, dad calls me. I tell dad what's going on. He asks for my address. Yeah, this sounds bad. I'm getting off work. Let me run home, do this, da-da-da. I'm on my way. Maybe about an hour and a half, 2 hours later, dad shows up to my house. I go outside and meet him. I remember I walked up to him and I said, when you walk into my house, you're not going to recognize your son.
Man.
I said, because this is how bad he's gotten sick. And I'm afraid and I'm scared and I don't know what to do. And he said, okay. When we walked in, he was just slumped over on my couch. I was so scared. I thought he was dead. And his dad walked up to him and said, son, come on. You got to get up. Get on up. Get up. Get up. I got to get you to the hospital, son. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This is bad. I got to get you to the hospital. So he got up, got him to the bathroom. He cleaned himself up because he had a bowel movement on himself. That's how long he had been sitting there. So again, me being the woman that I am, not knowing what's really going on, he gets him outside, try to get him some fresh air, get him together, stand up. I'm in there cleaning. Yeah. I'm cleaning like the cleanup woman, baby. Bleach, everything. I don't know what's going on, but whatever he got, I ain't want it.
Yeah.
But as I'm cleaning, I hear them conversating. And as I hear them conversating from my patio, the only thing that I could hear him say to him, Clint, was, did you tell her?
Wow.
And I heard him tell him, no. And then I heard the dad yell out, why? Why you ain't tell her? She needs to know. Again, I'm cleaning. I don't know what I need to know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Dad comes in the house, get him to pack him a bag and everything. And as he's standing there, he's back and forth pacing. Like he wanted to tell me then, but he couldn't say it. And all I'm standing there looking at him like, what's going on? What do I need to know? And the dad says, all I can tell you is I got to get him to the hospital now, right now.
Wow.
And when I get him there, I'll call you. I was just like, okay, like,
yeah,
calmly. Okay. So moving forward, he gets him to the hospital. Dad calls me an hour and a half later. He calls me. He goes, hey, I got him at so-and-so hospital. I can't go in. I was just going to sit out here in the parking lot because of COVID and everything. They restricted, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, Clint, I was going on about my day like it was a regular day. I was on my way to get my nails done. I remember like yesterday. I'm in the car and the dad calls me. I'm driving.
Because by this time, you don't have COVID or nothing. You feeling okay?
I'm okay. Wow. And I'm just driving. And I'm like, oh, okay. He got him to the hospital. Well, keep me posted. That's how I feel. The next thing I know, the dad says, I need you to sit down.
Wow.
He doesn't know I'm in the car. So I'm going, okay, I'm sitting. So I just pulled off whatever exit that I that was coming up. And I pulled off and I just pulled in the gas station. I just parked the car. And I said, okay, I'm sitting. What's going on? And he goes, I hate to come to you with news like this, but let me say this first and foremost. I'm not one that gets in my son's personal life, his personal business. He said, but I knew in my heart and in my mind that y'all were going so strong and been together for a year that my son has talked to you and told you everything. And I said, okay, what am I missing? What do you mean? He said, has my son ever told you he's been in the hospital before? I said, yeah, for alcohol poisoning. And he said, that was part of it. I said, well, what was the other part? And he said, Sequoia, I hate to say this to you. He said, but my son has HIV.
Wow.
Just like that. And for a moment, I had to let it sink in because I was trying to wrap my mind around the fact that, did he just say what I think he just said? I said, wait a minute. What did you say? He said, my son has HIV and he's had it since 2008.
Oh, man.
So for me, my heart is racing. My mind is just like this. And I just wanted to say in my head, you mean 2018? That probably would have made it better for me. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of anything that could have just got me just on a clean slate. You said what? 2000 and what, sir? He said 2008. He said, I wish I had better news for you. I don't. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
But the best advice I can give you, you need to go get tested.
Wow.
Just like that. Just go get tested. No, I should have told you. No, nothing. Nothing. Just go get tested. Wow. I've been with your son for a year. I've been to family get-togethers, Christmas and Thanksgiving and nothing. Nobody thought to say anything. Wow. So, got off the phone with him, called my mom, and that's when I lost it. I mean, when I say I lost it, I lost it. I beat that steering wheel until my hands and my fists turned blue and purple. I just kept beating it and screaming and yelling at my mom saying, why? Why? I'm just, why? Me? I don't do nothing to nobody. Me though? I deserve that? You've got to be kidding me. So my mom is my biggest backbone. And for people who know my mom rarely cries. And to hear my mama scream and cry on that phone with me tore me apart.
Wow.
And I didn't know what to do. I just didn't know what to do. So fast forward, my mom ended up telling me that I definitely was going to set an appointment to get tested. I remember going on a Thursday. So for a test like that, you have to call to make an appointment. You just can't do a walk-in. So I called, made the appointment on a Thursday. I got a call on Monday to come in. And for me, anybody knows me, I'm a prayer warrior. I pray at the drop of a dime.
Yeah.
I don't afternoon, noon, night, middle of the night, morning, doesn't matter. And I prayed so hard to God that I knew that I was going to be okay. I prayed that I knew I was going to walk in and that lady was going to look at me and tell me, you are fine. And the only reason why I kept knowing and saying it to myself is because all I thought about in my mind was, if I had it, I would look like him.
Yeah.
Not saying I wasn't educated or nothing on it, but it was just like, if I've been with you a year, hell, I'd probably be sick as you right about now.
Mm-hmm.
So I just knew I'm good. wasn't the case when I got there on Monday. So when I got there on Monday, I remember sitting in the room and I was on the phone. I texted my mom and I said, I'm here. I said, I think I'm all right, Mom. I said, I'm in there swinging my legs, sitting on top of the little bed thing. I got it. Like,
Yeah.
God can't stir me wrong. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
And that lady walked in and she had a laptop sitting on one hand like this. And she took the chair and pulled it up and sat in front of me. And I remember my face looking at her like this. And I said, hold on. I don't want you to tell me what I know, but you finna tell me. Mm. And I said, is it okay if you step out so I can call my mom?
Wow.
And she just looked at me and she said, no problem, Miss Watson. She walked out. I was trembling. I was shaking. I was trembling. I was at a loss. When I called my mama, you could hear it in my voice. And I was like, Mama. I said, she walked in. I don't know what to do. I don't want to hear her tell me that what he did to me. I really got it. My mama said, swallow your pride. I said, ma'am. She said, swallow your pride. She said, whatever. That lady walked back in there. You asked that lady, what's your next step?
Wow.
And I said, okay. That's all I can say. I said, okay. And when she came back in, Clint, I was smiling from ear to ear. I mean, I had the biggest grin on my face. And she just looked at me and she said, Miss Watson, are you okay? And I looked at her and I said, are you okay? And she said, wow. I've never had a patient come in here and do something like this. She said, I deal with a lot of patients that come in here. And the first time they hear something like this, she said, even now, people who've dealt with this for years, she said, I never had somebody sit in here and smile. Mm-hmm. And I looked at her and I said, well, you know what, ma'am? I ain't everybody.
Wow. Wow.
I ain't everybody. Wow. I said, so here's what I want you to do. I said, I want you to dig into this laptop and whatever other paperwork you got. I said, because before I leave here today, I said, you're going to tell me everything that I need to do to make sure I keep living.
Wow.
And I won't lie to you. I was at that damn doctor for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I asked every question I could ask. Every. She told me about every medicine, what this one do, when I got to do that. How about that one? Is this one the best one? Is this not so good? Is this, baby, I was asking. I didn't want to leave until I asked everything that I could think of because I knew this wasn't the way that God wanted my life to be. This I refuse to give that man, that young man who did, I refuse to give that nigga that power. Mm-hmm. Thought you did something, but I refuse. Now, the journey was horrible for me.
Okay.
I will not lie. I went through a terrible depression. It was horrible. I went through a terrible depression. I went through a depression for a year and a half, almost 2 years. I lost my mind. If you ever had gotten on social media and noticed that I didn't post a damn thing. Excuse my language. I didn't post anything about popping in pumps. I didn't post anything when it came to modeling. Nothing. I gave up on everything because I was lost out of my mind.
Yeah.
The only positive thing that I ended up doing was moving. I was so desperate to move. I went to my leasing office and told them, I got to get out of that apartment now, today. I wasn't even comfortable talking to anyone about what happened to me. But I went in there and told them what had happened to me. And I said, I got to get out of that apartment. I feel it all over me. I don't want to be in there. And within the next couple of days, I moved. When I moved, I closed myself out from everybody. I shut myself out from the world. Family, friends, business, everything. I went into a depression badly. I let the walls close on me. I lost it.
Wow.
I cried every night, every morning, in the middle of the day. I questioned. I'm not even a person that questions God and the things that happens or what I questioned. I could not understand. for the life of me, why was that the journey that I had to go through? Because I got a big heart, a huge heart. And I just knew in the back of my mind that if anything, I wanted to live. It never crossed my mind to give up on my life. But as far as anything I was involved in, I didn't care about it. I didn't want the judging. I didn't want the fingers pointing. I didn't want the people asking questions. Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. I just was like, I'm over it. I don't want to be around anybody. I don't want to do anything. So that's what I did. I gave up on everything. I don't want to be around nothing.
And that wasn't you,
No.
because you always saw the post. You always saw if 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 somebody asked me, do I know Sequoia Watson? If they had asked me, do you know her? The first thing would have came up, booked and busy. Because that was just your phrase, booked and busy. You still do it, booked and busy. I mean, that's what I always knew. You were always posting pictures, and that's why I was asking. So you weren't at first. You weren't good with camera. So I just I hadn't seen you. So
I shut out. I just shut
yeah,
out from the world. Everybody. No one knew but my mom.
wow.
That was it. Nobody. No one knew but my mom. And of course, me having to go to the doctor, of course. And when you go through something like this, and someone has done this to you without your notice or your compliance, of course it has to go to a detective and everything. So nobody knew what I went through having to open up my darkest moments, my X-rated moments of things that I've done with this man. I had to be really open with this detective and be honestly open, like things that I've done with him. This is my personal life now we talk.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So nobody knew. And that's just like I said, and that's just because I didn't want nobody judging me. I didn't want nobody questioning or asking anything. So when I did start getting back on social media, I would post something, and then I would always put at the end, when I tell my story, you're going to want to know why I've been going so hard. Because I remember getting out the bed one day and I got in my closet and I just got on my knees and I cried for a straight hour, nonstop. I was trying to get the pain, the lies, the suffering. I tried to get it all off me from my chest, my back, my mind, my heart, my soul. I tried to get it out of me. And all I could think of was just cry it out. Cry.
Wow.
My mama would call me, try to push, motivate me. Nothing was working. Nothing. Because I just was dead tore up. I was just dead lost. Because I knew that I never get the answers that I want to the questions that I have. And the biggest was, why did you do that to me?
Wow.
Like me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So
you did talk to him afterwards.
No.
Yeah.
The last conversation that I ever had with him was some weeks after he had been in the hospital. So come to find out, he did have COVID. And on top of him having COVID, his kidneys had failed because of the fact that he wasn't, of course, obviously taking no medicine for the HIV. And he got really, really, really sick. That's why the weight loss came. He couldn't walk and stand and things of that sort. He ended up having to, of course, like feed himself again and move and walk and stuff like that again. And the one time that he called my phone like he didn't know nothing happened.
Oh, you see? Well, wow.
And wow. I mean, I could blame it on the fact that he had been in the hospital so long and, he was lost. But he called my phone like everything was okay. And all I remember saying, my last words to him was, "Are you effing serious?"
Go
Do you
ahead.
know what you have done to me? And when I said that, he hung up. And I never talked to him again.
Wow. So that answers my question. So you never got an apology from
I
him?
never, to this day, I'm going on 4 years in 2 months, and I've yet got an apology.
Wow.
And
So
I don't even want it. But no.
yeah, yeah. So let me ask you, and oh, I was trying to look out, forget that. What did the you say you had to talk to an officer?
Mhm.
What came about with that? Because you got hit with something that he knew.
So when you go through a situation like this,
Hmm.
this is, for those who don't know, this is like attempted murder. So the purpose of talking to a detective was to see if I wanted to press charges.
Hmm.
A lot of people ask me, did I or why didn't I? My choice came with the conversation that I had with my mom. Just like you said, everybody knows me.
Hmm.
Everybody knows everything that I do, whether it's the dancing, whether it's the turn up, whether it's my energy, whether it's the modeling, school teacher, coaching, whatever. Everybody knows what I do. And the only thing that was concerning my mom was everybody pointing the finger and asking questions. She didn't want no media. She didn't want no news involved. She didn't want people flooding my inbox and my social media. She didn't want none of that, because for me, I was still trying to process everything.
Yeah.
I had got the call from the detective days after I had got the result, a couple of days after I got my results. So everything was moving so fast. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around the fact that, sir, I just got this news 2 days ago. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. I wasn't even thinking about pressing no charge. I was ready to go kill him. My
Yeah.
damn self. This is self-defense. I could do that.
Yeah.
That's where my mind was at. But I was so in distraught. I was just so tore up. I didn't know what to think. My mind was completely gone.
Mm.
And after I had conversated with my mom, and I talked to, and I finally got back talking to the detective, I just told him that, God got another plan for this situation. And I don't want to move into causing any more damage or any more heat wave, anything that's coming my way. I'm not in my right mind.
Yeah.
I don't want to go face no judge, nothing. I'm not in my right mind.
Yeah.
And I know I'm a God's child. And I know that although I never asked for this, in some capacity, in some way, He is making me strong enough to handle it. I don't know when it's gonna come. I don't know how, but it's okay. I don't want to do it. So that's how that came about. With me not pressing any charges.
Yeah.
And I think for me, once I did that, that was just the first step probably into my healing journey. Um, so for me, like I said, I just wanted to take the time to just try to process all of this.
Yeah.
I This is one of the hardest things that I've ever had to go through in my life.
Yeah.
Y'all think taking a test is hard. You think going to the doctor, just getting some blood work done and getting a shot for, the flu or something like this. Like literally try waking up every day and knowing that I have to take a pill every day to depend on my life to make sure I'm still living so that I can stay undetectable. I'm going into the doctors knowing that I'm on track and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but I still don't. It still doesn't take the fact that I'm a nervous wreck when I walk in there.
Yeah.
I'm looking around and I don't know who else is in here dealing with what I'm dealing with. I don't know if I go back here and they take my blood and they take and they do shots in my arm and stuff. I got to wait a day or two to see what they finna say. Now, granted, I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm on track by all means necessary because I get up like clockwork and I pop that pill. But at
Yeah.
the same time, nobody know what this like.
Mm.
So part of the reason that I say I like to be booked and busy, I don't say it so because I'm being a show off. I don't say it so that I can, one up on somebody or I'm the biggest out here. No, I stay booked and busy so I don't lose my damn mind.
Gotcha.
Because
Wow.
don't get it twisted. If I don't stay busy and I'm sitting in here by myself,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what'll happen. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna hurt myself or nothing like that. That has never crossed my mind. But let's
Yeah.
be for real.
Yeah.
Human. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I stay booked and busy. That's
Wow.
why I'm always trying to do something and keep my name elevated and keep myself out here because I don't understand half.
Mm.
It's like an emotional roller coaster. So when people are telling me all the time that you don't know how much you save in my life, do y'all know how much I be needing y'all to come to me and save mine?
Wow. Wow. And Sequoia, I'm looking at it is literally 92. It got up to like 98 viewers
Oh,
watching right now.
hey y'all.
And when I say these people, I can't tell. I can't count how many times I've seen people say, "You're so strong. You're so strong. You're so strong." And I know sometimes, Sequoia, you probably feel like they just don't know.
But they have
I
no
am strong.
clue. They have no
Wow.
clue.
Wow. But you
But
are strong.
it take a different type of strong
Yeah.
to receive inboxes the way I received them about someone else opening up and telling me their story, whether it's like mine or not. And I have to build up the courage and I have to get on here and I have to swallow my pride and say,
Yeah.
girl, you're gonna be all right. Because guess what? I'm all right. But they don't even know a couple hours before I told you you was gonna be all right. I was in here losing it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Wow. Wow. And you know what, Sequoia, listening to you, key part to everything you said, your mom, man.
that's my
That I mean, you went from don't tell me what you're about to tell me to smiling because
that's
you
my everything. I couldn't tell you, Clint, how I did it. I still don't know to this day how I sit in there and I smiled at that lady, and that lady looked at me like, "Are you okay, baby? Are you?"
wow.
And I'm saying to myself, "Baby, I don't even know. I don't know how I'm okay right now, but I'm okay." But man, that's my everything.
Wow. Now, I'm just sitting there now. I'm like everybody else, Sequoia. Please excuse me because it's like everything you saying is like all you can think about is two things. Are you serious? When thinking about what he did, and the other thing is, man, you are strong. So I'm listening to everything you say, Sequoia, and everything you said to this point. My voice, I didn't want this raunchy voice. I didn't want this man.
It's
But
okay.
it's just all of who you are is who you needed to be, though. You didn't need to be nobody else. Because I don't think nobody else would have handled it the way you are. Just
Every
being real with you.
let me tell y'all, every day is a healing process. Please understand me when I say every single day that I wake up out of my bed, it is a healing process for me. I'm always trying to figure out the next big thing that I can do to keep this, for one, to keep my story alive, for two, to stop the stigma. I want people to understand this. There is nothing, hear me good, there is nothing wrong with you going to see about your health. Let me also say this. I'm going to piggyback a little bit
Go ahead,
because
take your time.
a lot of people, and I hate to say this, a lot of African American
Hmm.
are very uneducated. You guys need to understand and know the difference between HIV and AIDS. They are two different things.
Talk to us.
I've had to correct so many people within the past 3 years that I have been going through this and have them understand that I do not have AIDS. There's not a form of a bone in my body, a testing in my body that has given me anything with blown out AIDS at all. There is a difference. If you don't know it, you need to read and educate yourself. Okay? Again, if you don't know it, please don't be embarrassed. We got Google, dictionaries, everything that'll help you and get you to understand the difference. Okay? I'm an HIV advocate. Okay? So what that means is I can't even transmit it to anyone. Like you have people out here who don't want to touch you, don't want to give you a hug, don't want to hang with you, all because they think, oh my God, it's contagious. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get this. Don't. That was part of the reason why also I never came out and really wanted to express and talk about it. Because you got uneducated people like that who would have automatically went through their brain and said, oh, I've been to her class and I've been around her and I've talked to her and I've done this and I've done that. Shame on you. It's absolutely crazy to me.
Yeah.
You can only get it through blood. Can't get it any kind of way else. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The purpose of how they're constantly coming up with different medicines and things of this sort. The way that they are constantly coming up with all of these different sources and different things that you can take and do to keep you safe, it works.
Wow.
It works. I am a walking testimony that is here to tell you that it works. Please do not look at me any different. Don't look at nobody any different for anybody who is dealing with or dealt with or going through what I've been through. They are still human. They still have feelings. And they can do anything that you can do.
Wow.
Anything. So I have to make sure I let people understand that and know that. I am what you call right now undetectable. So what does that mean? I cannot transmit it to anyone. Okay? I can't transmit it through any kind of sexual activity or anything or through my blood because the pill takes away the infection. So it doesn't form into AIDS.
Gotcha.
That's what that means. A lot of people ask me, what does undetectable mean? That's what it means. So that it doesn't form into full-blown AIDS. That's why you have to make sure, stay up on eating right and things of that sort and taking your medicine and you are right. I take one pill every day, y'all. Right. I don't have a time I got to take it or nothing like that. I can get up, take it in the morning. I can take it in the afternoon. I can take it at night. And guess what? I'm going about my day.
Awesome.
Because believe me, in that doctor office, I asked that lady. I said, ma'am, I drink wine. Can I still drink wine? I am a wine drinker.
Hey, look, when we was at those play rehearsals,
I'm not playing. When I told you I was in there for 2 hours, I was asking questions.
You asking everything.
I said, ma'am, I smoke hookah. Can I smoke my hookah? I won't play with that lady. I ain't playing. I was serious. Said, oh, absolutely. She said, Miss Sequoia, you can do everything that you've been doing. Yeah. Okay. That's all I need to know.
Wow.
Let's try to begin, you know?
Yeah.
Ma'am, I got questions and I need answers. Seriously, on a serious note, y'all, seriously, I'm just being honest with y'all. I for those who don't, like I said, understand or don't know, y'all, I'm healthy. I'm healthy and I'm living. My healing journey started when I first heard this song called Why Not Me. And if you've never heard this song, y'all, let me tell you, this song has gotten me through so many nights, waking up in the middle of the night, losing it. Why not me? Because remember I told you, I questioned so many times why. I can't understand why this happened to me. I don't think I will ever understand. I used to say that to myself all the time. I don't think I'll ever understand why this happened to me. But the moment I was in that closet and I was sitting on my knees and I was crying, this song played on my phone. And after the song played on my phone, it kept playing on repeat. It was like God was trying to let me know, what you mean, why not you? You, because I know you can do this. I know you can handle this. That was the moment when I said to myself, God, I got to take my life back. I gave up on my business. I
Mm,
got to keep. I got to get back on it. I
mm.
gave up on the modeling, and I gave up on it. I got to get back on it. I got to tighten up. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I got to do it. So
Wow.
that was the moment that I started getting back on social media, and I got to reposting things. Excuse me, reposting things and saying things, and I will always end my status saying, "When God ready for me to tell my story, y'all gonna know why. Y'all gonna know why I keep going. Y'all gonna know why I keep growing. Y'all gonna know why I keep glowing." I tell those 3 G's to a lot of every time I do a lot of motivational speaking events, I always tell them those 3 G's. You're
Wow.
gonna understand why.
Somebody put that in the comments. For real, for real. Keep going, Sequoia. I'm just
Yeah,
listening.
you're gonna understand why I keep doing what I'm doing. So the moment that I kept doing it and I kept posting and posting, I had a good friend of mine who got on Facebook one day and she made a post. My good friend April Hudson. She got on Facebook and put on there one day that she wanted to have a women's empowerment brunch. Who all would come? I got in the comments like everybody else. Me? I'm just saying I'll come. I want to attend this. I got an inbox from her later on that evening. She said, "Give me a call when you can." I said, "Okay." I give her a call. "Hey, what's going on?" She said, "Sequoia, I had to call you." She said, "This was sitting on my heart." She said, "God gave me a sign. I need to call you. I need to talk to you." And I said, "Okay, what's going on?" She said, "I know I saw you post up under the post about the brunch and that you were going to attend." I said, "Yeah, I'm coming to that. As soon as the ticket's going to say, I'm getting my ticket." She said, "I don't know your story. I don't even know if I want to know." She said, "But God led me to you to let me tell you that you got to tell your story at this event." Never did I think about coming out and start telling my story. All I'm doing is posting and putting on my post. When I tell my story, you're going to want to know why I go hard. And that right there made her call me and her say, "It's time for you to tell your story. I don't even want you to tell me over the phone. I want to hear it the day you tell the people."
Wow.
Do you know that it didn't take a hesitation in my body or in my bone? I immediately said, "Okay, I'm gonna tell you." Now, my mom was not in agreement with this. I'll be honest.
Okay.
Mama was not in agreement with this. But it took a cousin of mine to have a conversation with my mom to let her know that you do have to understand that this is Quaya's life and this is what God has asked her to do. Her and God conversation and their relationship is totally different from your relationship that you got with God. So if
Wow.
God told Quaya that this is the time, my daughter, that you need to tell your story, she got to obey.
Wow.
And that's what I did.
Wow.
I remember like yesterday, over 200 plus women in that room. I was the last one to speak.
What?
She had about four, I'm going to say roughly, if I can remember, 4 or 5. It was 4 or 5 of us. I remember calling her actually a week before and I said, "You got a praise dancer?" It was called a praise and brunch event. I remember. I said, "You have a praise dancer?" She said, "No, Sequoia." I said, "I want a praise dance."
Wow. Wow.
I just told her, I said, "I want a praise dance for you." She said, "Well, you know what, Sequoia? It's funny you said that." She said, "How about you do this? I'm going to put you at the end. And I want you to praise dance before you tell your testimony."
Wow.
Okay, not a problem. I remember at Timeless Event Center, baby, when I tell you, I killed that praise dance to Why Not Me. I had people already in their room in tears.
That was the song you did.
I absolutely did. Why not?
Wow. Gotcha.
I
Gotcha.
had everybody in their room already in tears. And it set the tone and it made me so comfortable. I got up on this stage and I told them my story from beginning to end. There was
Wow.
not a dry face in the building. I
Wow.
couldn't even believe I couldn't believe I did it myself. Not a dry face in the building.
Mm.
Your wife was there. Not a dry
Sequoia.
face. I mean, it was. I still don't know how I did it.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And from that day forward, everybody was like, first of all, what's the name of the song? Second of all, maybe you did that. Third of all, I need to book you for my event. Fourth of all, I got
Wow.
somebody that I need you to talk to.
Come on, man.
I mean,
Come on, Sequoia.
because they were flooding me. It was coming like clockwork. It was coming back to back. It was coming back to back.
Mm.
People were calling. They were inboxing. I was getting message requests from people who not even my friend. They were sending me long messages and stories. Blew me away.
Mm.
I had never told my story ever since then, except for a couple of events that I was getting, I had got booked for. And then I recently did my own event that I just did this year, called I Cried But I Didn't Quit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Wow. So Sequoia, not only are you living, but you living.
I'm living.
Man, that's what's up. Man. I'm sitting there, I'm trying to contain it, man, but this is
Look,
man.
I did a podcast with another guy a little while back, and when I tell you he couldn't hold back his tears, he said,
Man,
I'm trying. I said, man, let them tears out.
man, I'm telling you, because it's and I'm just gonna be transparent with you. De'Ara came home and she told me about that event, and I know for about a good minute or two, just sitting there, I couldn't say nothing. It was like
Yeah.
Sequoia,
Uh-huh.
Sequoia, dancing Sequoia. That's all I get. The dancing Sequoia, and she like, yeah, yeah, dancing Sequoia, and just to hear that there was never an apology, to hear that the fact, well, the dad, he knew, but it wasn't his business, but this man knew the whole time. And
Well, let's not leave the mama out. They do. So,
wow, wow. Yeah, since 2008,
absolutely.
that's hard just to know, just to say, hey, I just think my son's sick. But either way, to see you who you are, man, it's never changed. You've never changed. I mean, see, I'm not saying you don't have downtime. I don't say you don't have down moments,
Absolutely.
but the smile is the same and it's not fake. the This is who I am. Where my wine at? Pour me some. That's the Sequoia we know. Cause we was at the
Rehearsals
rehearsals and we were just having
and
fun,
Nick
man.
Rose, baby. What we drinking?
What the wine at? It was like,
And
come
I was the
on,
first
man.
one. I was the first one
Yeah,
always at the
I'm
bar. Baby, put
telling
this
you,
wine on,
your
baby. Why this
hand,
wine sitting right here?
look, your
Pop that
hand was
wine
like,
on.
oh man, it's just, I'm telling you, Sequoia, is how you're looking at this is I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. It's commendable. I mean, it's nothing less than commendable. And to see the people that you're reaching, like my story is nowhere near that. And even my wife had to be like, and this is not about me. I'm just saying, even with that, this is what we've been through. So this is what we got to tell. And she understands. She's been understanding that. But this is who you are, Sequoia. And now that you're open enough and you're free enough to tell it, this is what we got to do. We got to say, hey, this is what we've been through. But you ain't got to stay there. You ain't got to let it defeat you.
Absolutely.
Because again, you're living. You're not just living, you're living. I mean, y'all, if y'all only knew, I was telling everybody before you came on, if they only knew, when I talked to Sequoia about coming on, now mind you, it took about a year for me to even say anything, and it was like just gonna
Yeah,
reach out
I
to him.
remember. I remember the call you gave me. I was like, why you take
Yeah,
so long?
yeah. I was like, man, I got to reach out to her, man, because this is not somebody that's way in Montana somewhere that I've never known. And man, you blessed us tonight. I ain't gonna lie. You're touching a lot of people's core, which you already know that, but salute to you.
Thank you.
Salute to you. That not many would have been as strong as you. And again, I know Sequoia, even you confirmed that, man, you have down moments, you have down times. I get it.
Mhm.
Half of us, most of us not dealing with that, and still yet we'll have down times with what we going through. So I can just imagine. But I appreciate you for educating us, man. It's just, people, like you said, just the difference between AIDS, HIV, um, and you're raising awareness about it. Um, Let me ask you this, and I don't know if anybody's ever asked you.
Oh, I know what you're getting to. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's gonna be a couple of them, Sequoia. I got to ask you this.
Woo, what the
First,
people want to know?
yeah. First, let me ask you this first, but then I'm gonna get to what you already know. I'm gonna ask you: have you forgiven him?
Yes.
Wow.
Um, I had to. And the reason why I say this is because with so many things and opportunities that and doors that keep opening in my life, and that the way I'm constantly and consistently maneuvering, um with so many events and things that I have going on, I am not just doing dancing and modeling and motivational speaking and coaching. I'm doing series and movies and plays.
Yeah.
I am doing a lot, and I just want people to understand and know, um forgiving him was definitely a process. And I had, and in my heart, in my mind, I know that I had to, in order for doors and opportunities to keep coming and opening up for me. Um, I don't doubt that God would have not brought so many things into my life and opportunities into my life had I not forgiven. But if I didn't forgive, 3 years later, like, I still have a broken heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
Wow.
don't I don't have the energy. I don't
Wow.
have the energy to even dwell and give and give that. If I never forgave him, in all honesty, I feel like I would have. I'll be still giving him that power.
Yeah.
He can't have that power.
Yeah.
What you thought you did something, you didn't do anything.
Mm.
Yeah, you took me down for a while. I granted, I give you that, but no, not what God got for me. Not
No,
not for
man.
the not for the big screen that's coming.
Not for the big
No.
screen. And I was thinking about it. People got to hear this. More people got to hear you. Sequoia, before I get to this last question, I want to ask you: Do you? Is it okay to get you to give your cash app? I want to put it in the comments.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
What is it?
Um, what is my cash app? Oh, pop it in pumps. Let me tell you something.
Okay,
So
okay,
I'm gonna spell it POPPIN, the letter N again, and then pumps. It all runs together. PUMPS.
okay. Dollar sign popping and pumps.
Uh-huh.
I'm pinning that. So this last question, I have got to ask you this, and I thank God for you for you being patient tonight and being open and
I'm
transparent.
enjoying myself, child.
Look, I can tell. I can tell. That makes me feel good. I ain't gonna lie. It makes me
I
feel good.
look. Nothing. Listen, nothing makes me happier than knowing that if I didn't touch 100 souls on here, I'd touch one. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Somebody got this word and got
Yeah.
this story, and I changed somebody's life on this
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah.
That's my biggest focus. I don't tell my story and do what I do for clout. I don't do it for fame. I don't do it for a trophy. And I really don't even do it for money. But even though you put it in there, shout out to whoever sent me some.
Exactly.
I do it
Exactly.
because I don't want someone to go through what I went through. I
Wow.
want people to understand that for a moment, yes, it's an embarrassment, but do what's best for you so that
Yeah.
you can continue to maneuver through life and be happy. Like, I'm good. I'm happy. And like I said, and like you said, like, yeah, I'm gonna have my ups and downs. Who don't? I'm human. I'm supposed to. But I'm humble. I never told you that I was just perfect. Like, no, nobody's perfect.
Right.
I'm not gonna always get it right and everything, but I can't tell you that I didn't deserve that.
Listen, what I'm trying to do now, Sequoia, I'm listening to you, but I'm trying to add this. Give me just a second.
Are you good?
Try to put that on the screen. Is that spell correct?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Awesome. I want everybody to see that. So this last question I want to ask you before we let the people go. Now you've explained what undetectable means.
Mhm.
So basically, you can't transfer in because you're taking care of yourself. You're taking the pill. You're doing what you're supposed to do. So the only way it can pass to somebody is if you said through blood.
Yeah, through blood. And,
Okay,
and sexually, but only if you're not taking no medicine.
taking the medicine
I
because
ain't.
that was what he was doing was not taking the medicine. Gotcha.
I'm done
Gotcha.
with you. I guess so. I don't have the
Okay,
answer to that neither. I never did.
gotcha. So with that being said, have you gave up on dating? Are you dating or have you dated since?
Okay, I knew this was coming.
Yeah, you already knew. This is a podcast. I gotta ask you. What's your ring size, your shoe size?
No, I don't have a ring on it, people. But honestly, if I have to be very transparent, for a while, I'll be honest, I was not into dating anyone.
Mhm.
Reason being is because I'm gonna back up a little bit. I was when you go in to, of course, get your blood work done and things of that sort, they recommend a therapist for you for something like this because it's so traumatizing, correct?
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be honest, I was one that did not want to deal with the therapist. I was like, why am I sitting? I don't feel like sitting in no room talking to this lady about I'm already embarrassed. What's she gonna do to help me? And it's just how I was. I mean,
Yeah.
because I was all over the place. But I will say this, y'all. Don't knock it till you try it. My therapist, my best friend. Okay.
Oh,
I love
oh,
her.
awesome.
But let me tell you one thing that I remember she said to me the first few times that we started kind of getting comfortable and talking. Because I will always say to her every session, who gonna want me? Who gonna want to deal with this?
Hmm.
Because I remember her telling me, when you start back dating again and when you get your husband, she would always use it in like present time. Are you gonna get your
Yeah.
husband? You'll get your husband. I ain't hearing that stuff you talking. Because I would tell her, I don't want a man to say nothing to me. I don't want a nigga to speak to me. He better not tell me I'm cute. He better not tell me I like your outfit. Nothing.
Nothing.
I was bad. I was bad on it. Nigga, don't say nothing to me. Don't even look at me. Don't ask to pump my gas. Nothing. I was cruel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude had damaged me real bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, who is this person I'm becoming? Nigga, don't say nothing to me. Like, I
Yeah.
don't care,
Yeah.
That's just how it was. And I remember her telling me, Miss Watson, you can't be like that. You got to you're gonna get to that point where you're gonna get back to dating again. Girl, please, I got this wall up. A nigga, it's gonna be hard to knock this wall down. I wish a nigga would. You
Because
know,
he already had one up before you start talking to him.
right. And I'm telling her, baby, I got a real wall. Like this wall made of steel, baby. It's gonna be
Yeah.
hard to get that down. And she would just be laughing at me, and I would just be like, girl, I'm not playing with you for real. That's how I would be with my doctor as well. My doctor would be coming. She'll come in there and let me know my results. My stuff is looking good and everything. And then she'll go, I got the X. And before she could even get it out, I always would know what she about to ask me. She would always ask me, am I back being sexually active? So
Yeah.
before she could get it out, I'll stop her and say, before you ask me, nope. I don't even want a nigga to touch me. And she was just being there laughing. And I would look at her and say, what you laughing for? I'm for real. Don't touch me. I don't want a nigga to touch my face, don't touch my hair, my
Nothing.
arm. Hey, sweetie, how you doing? Nothing. I
Nothing.
don't trust a soul. And she would say, well, sooner or later, down the line, Miss Watson.
Oh man, she just still calm with it.
Oh, she was not, but she would go, you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna wanna, as long as you're making sure you take your medicine, protect yourself. I would say, girl, it'll be hell on water, on cold water, baby, before you think I'm finna date somebody and get somebody this temple again. I
Yeah.
don't trust nobody. So that's how I was with my therapist. I would tell her, girl, what? So the moment she told me that when I get back to dating, I have to be open and honest with who I'm talking to. I have to tell them what happened, or not necessarily what happened, what
Yeah.
HIV. So I remember looking at her saying, you want me to say what? And she said it again. And I said, no, ma'am. I said, I just want to be dating. I'm not talking to nobody. She said, well, you ain't gonna want to be old with cats and dogs. I said, baby, Keen and Debo is all I need. They're my loves right there. They're my hearts, baby. One on this side, the other on this side. I'll take them any day over a who? No, ma'am. And she said, whether you believe it or not, you're gonna get your husband. You're gonna get back to dating. Wow. And I said, who gonna want me?
Yeah.
Who gonna want to deal with all this? I said, no tea, no shade, nothing against nobody. I'm not saying I'm the perfect 10 at her. I said, but ma'am, I ain't never been rejected. I said, so you mean to tell me I got to be open and honest with a man? I said, and what if he rejects me? What if he can't deal with it? I don't know how to take that.
Yeah.
I don't. So I remember her breaking it down to me, and it took a while. And I just was like, girl, okay. I guess. So the moment that I actually stepped back out and started dating a little bit, I remember I was only conversating with like 3 guys. Mm-hmm. And out of all 3, only one of them told me that there was a lot and it was just something that he couldn't get over or handle. I had to be okay with that. I had to be 100 with it. I had to tell him, okay, not a problem. I respect it.
Yeah.
But you know why he said it?
Why?
Wasn't educated on it. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Didn't understand the difference between HIV and AIDS. Although I said to him, I'm HIV positive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Although I said to him, I'm undetectable. Although I explained to him what it meant, that's not what he was thinking about. He automatically went straight into, reached back out to me a week later, trying to rekindle. No, we good. I already knew what you was on. I already knew you weren't educated. It's okay. So as far as dating anyone right now, I'm booked and busy.
I got you. I'm booked
and busy. Baby, you got to be able to ride this train with me, baby, because I'm gonna go.
I got you. Hey, shout out to your therapist too.
But honestly, let me quit playing with y'all. But to be serious though, I don't mind dating a little bit here and there. However, I ain't gonna tell you it's peaches and cream, baby.
Yeah.
I got this wall up, so I want y'all to know it's gonna be hard to get through it. And I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them. This is a process over here. Wow. But I also be honest with you. Ever since I started being open and honest with guys who, try to talk to me or whatnot, they like dogs at the door.
Look, somebody just put in the comments, my application is on the way.
Listen, when I tell you, believe it or not, the men that I have actually, encountered with in the past or was not, they love the transparency. They love the honesty. Yeah. I have men that actually tell me, damn, I respect you even more. That make me like you
Man.
even more. I really, really
Right,
respect you
right.
now, you know. But you got some out here that not like that. And I
Yeah.
guess that might be the little boys, but I don't fuck with little boys. But you got some men out here who like, they like me, baby. They
Yeah.
like them some quail.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you know what? I don't care what nobody says, Sequoia, and you can agree with this. Ain't nothing like the truth.
And be honest, and they love it.
Yeah.
And take it from me, I was one that honestly sitting in the room with my therapist saying, "Girl, ain't nobody gonna want me." But baby, now they coming at me like, baby,
Wow.
hot
Wow.
cakes. Like they like, oh, I like
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm in the dating scene right now. That's all
Cool.
I'm gonna
Cool.
say. No one locked me down yet. Just
Look,
dating a little here, a
I,
little
I,
there.
I'm not gonna be surprised when it happens either. I'm like your therapist. I ain't gonna be surprised when it happens. I'm not because,
Pray,
like you
pray
said
about it, honey,
before.
because they ain't gonna have no time soon. They booked too
Look,
busy over here.
now you guys, like you said yourself, though, it's some men out here, man. They men with it. It's like, hey, um, I appreciate your energy, man. It's like you already, you know,
Let me
come
tell
on.
you, my energy ain't never gonna change. One thing about it, and I say this to a lot of people, when God is ready for me to come on home, and that ain't gonna be no time soon.
There you go.
Knocking on wood. That ain't gonna be no time soon. I told people, I be telling a lot of people, especially like my model sisters and stuff. Don't y'all get up there crying and all that. Y'all better get up there and tell them folks I was full of damn energy.
Exactly. Same here.
I was a whole mood.
Same here.
They
Same
better
here.
get up there and tell the people that thing right there lived her life.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Look at the love, man. That's what I'm talking about. Look at the love, man.
I
Look.
love y'all too.
Yeah, man. DL, like we love you, Sequoia. Everybody throw them
No,
hearts up,
I love
y'all.
my
Throw
De'Ara.
them hearts up, y'all. And if y'all want to be a blessing to her, her cash app is on the screen. It's not about Clint tonight, y'all. It's always about the people, man. But Sequoia, we love you and we appreciate you. I'm serious, man. We appreciate you. I just,
Thank you.
man, it's like, it's man. Sometimes even as this is my podcast, and sometimes it's like, man, I'm lost. I'm at a loss for words. It's like, your transparency, your strength, all of that. That
Ooh,
is so contagious.
it's a lot.
That's the thing that's contagious, if you don't mind me saying so.
I
And
appreciate it.
man, awesome. You're an awesome person, man. You're awesome. So whoever gets Sequoia, man, they better treat my sister
You
right.
better lock me down. Quick, quick. You better lock me down.
Look, you came right in tonight, straight from being at a was it a
I was in a model
model
rehearsal.
rehearsal? And listen, I'm gonna say this real quick. Look, I tried modeling one time. I was with a modeling agency. It was like a model. Man, listen, they want you to walk a certain way. I'm like, man, look, man,
Oh yes.
man, look here. That's this here full time job here. I ain't got no hips for this type stuff, man. Look, I'm gonna do. I'm pigeonholed. It's like, man, look here, man. I can't do this. I'm finna fall off the stage. You don't get your
Right.
yourself. But Corey, you are, man. You a jail, man. I appreciate you. We appreciate you tonight, seriously.
Thank
So
you.
listen, y'all. Um, Sequoia, if anybody wanted to book you, um, De'Ara Angie, somebody, if y'all can put whatever she's about to say in there, if they want to book you for a speaking gig, or whatever, how can they
Right.
contact you?
Okay, so first and foremost, y'all can follow me on all social media platforms. I got everything, y'all.
Gotcha.
My TikTok, I definitely got that. It is popping in pumps Shantae. It runs together. The Shantae is spelled SHAUNTA. So it's popping in pumps Shantae. It runs together. That's my TikTok. My Facebook is, of course, Sequoia Watson. As y'all can see on here, it's EQUOIA, last name Watson. For Instagram, y'all can follow. I have two pages. I have like my personal page that, I post a lot of content, modeling stuff, things of that sort. And I have my dance page. My first Instagram page is Pieces of Shantae. So it's Pieces, Pieces underscore of, which is OF underscore Shantae, SHAUNTA. I definitely did, Chad.
Yeah, I just saw that. I just saw that.
I definitely did. My website for all booking inquiries, whether it is modeling, motivational speaking, choreographing events, or if you want to book me for plays and things, anything you want to book me for, it's on my website. So my website is www.experiencepopping. So that runs together. Experience, which is spelled EXPERIENCE, popping, POPPIN. Leave the G off.
Okay.
Oh, that is experiencepopping.com. And the reason why it's called Experience Popping is because you get a full experience when you book Miss Popping and Pumps.
Awesome. 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 I just put your
Yeah, so
website in
y'all
there.
can book me for that. And I got a lot of things going on and coming up, you guys. If anybody wants to attend anything, my next Popping and Pumps class is this month, July the 26th. I'm doing twerk. I know it's ladies out there, they like to twerk. So y'all come, like, follow my pages. Y'all to see the flyer and stuff. Y'all can go ahead and start paying for their class now. I am currently filming right now in a series called Toxic. So yeah,
That's
like
what's up,
I'll
man.
tell y'all.
That's
I can't
what's
wait till
up.
y'all see it. So, my first set was last week, and it's gonna get something serious.
That's what's up, man.
So
That's
yeah,
what's
so be
up.
on the lookout for Toxic the series. I don't want to throw this little birdie out there, but it's a movie on the way.
Let's go. Let's
It's a
go.
movie
Let's
on the way.
go.
I'm not gonna tell y'all the name.
Okay.
I'm tell y'all when I'm gonna start filming or anything, but coming soon. So
That's what's up.
the things I pray for and I ask God for to get me on a big screen, y'all, it's about to happen.
Wow. Wow.
It's about to
Wow.
happen.
That's what's up,
And
man.
my next speaking event is actually the end of this month. July the 28th. It's actually an all weekend event. It is the Memphis Women's Expo. It is presented by my good friend Carlicia Shaw. If anyone doesn't know her, she's a big time lawyer here in Memphis. She's putting on a big women's expo event this the last weekend in July. And I will be speaking on Sunday, July 28th. We're on the platform. So
What's up, man?
book the visit. Did I
That's
tell
what I'm talking
y'all?
about. You've been speaking it. You've been speaking it. I'm talking about you say it. And it,
Look,
man,
I've been to look, young man, whoever's coming along, you better lock down. Because I am outside moving.
I'm telling you, man, them folk got to catch you in traffic for real. So that's what I'm
Hey,
talking about.
if you're
I
going to catch
love
me in traffic, or you better move with me.
it. Oh man, wait a minute. Who is this? This is a bot in here. No, we don't do that.
Are we good?
Yeah, we good. We don't even know who this is, but either way, Sequoia, man, we've enjoyed you.
Thank y'all so much.
We've enjoyed you. I mean, this is wow, just a blessing. I mean, if I don't even know if you know the impact, and maybe I don't know, but to the extent to where I just feel that like people were like, if you had seen all the hearts going up and just all the comments, man, it was a beautiful night. I appreciate it.
Yes,
I
it
appreciate
was.
it.
I was going in and out over there, but I was still trying to make sure I stay on task. But
Good.
I appreciate
Yeah.
everybody who tuned in. I saw a lot of my college friends and
Wow.
Facebook friends. My god brother was on here. Like, ooh, yeah, y'all show me some love tonight. I love
Man, I'm
y'all.
telling
Thank
you.
y'all. And if I don't express it enough, they know my heart. My heart is so full tonight.
Wow.
I'm definitely going to have my glass of wine there.
There you go. Do that. Listen, It's been a pleasure having you, Sequoia. And listen, I don't say this just to be saying that me, you, De'Ara, whomever, man, we got to go eat something sometime, man. We
Let
got
me
to.
tell you one thing about me. I love to eat.
You know what? I thought about. We did see you. This was around last Christmas. We saw you at J.C. Penney. And we hugged.
What was I doing? I was coming in or leaving.
We was walking past each other. Me and De'Ara was walking, and we saw you. We walked right past what we was about to, and it was like Sequoia. And you came over and we hugged.
I remember that. I do. I remember
Yeah, because I
that.
was saying I hadn't seen you since 2018. I just thought about like, no, man, look, we just seen Sequoia. So yeah, we got to do that. We
Look,
got to do that. Me and
cows
De'Ara,
don't eat. One thing about me, I eat.
man, who? What you think I'm finna do? I'm finna go live on TikTok. But as soon as that's on, as soon as that's over, your boy finna be with this spoon or fork or something. I'll tell you.
Ooh,
But
there
look,
you
it's been a
go.
pleasure having you, Sequoia. I'm gonna follow you on TikTok as well.
I
Um,
appreciate it.
no problem. So listen, you all, thank you for joining in, Sequoia. We love you. You enjoy the rest of your evening and the rest of your weekend. It's been a pleasure, and I don't want
Thank
this to be the last
y'all.
time.
I love y'all. Thank you.
Love you. Y'all be safe. Y'all. Good night to everybody.
All right.